we're back at the Winchester Mystery House.
Yes, day 2.
Ready for the first tour of
The day.
Well, we just did like 2 at the
At the
museum.
museum.
So like our 3rd tour of the day. But first one here. We're doing like 4 tours today. Something.
It's a tour day.
Tour day. Tourists. Excited. I'm
excited.
so excited. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's go ahead and I'll step out to
And just put a little bit more power into it because yours is sleeping. You want to
Well, we just finished both of our tours.
They were amazing. Some spooky moments.
Little spoops. Little bonks. The hard hats were there for a reason.
I hit my head a little bit.
Low ceilings.
I hit mine on the fire sprinkler.
The fire sprinkler. Oh, that's
That
the
one.
dead end. We're still getting confused.
Marble mystery oil.
Sounds sketch. And here you can see 13 palm trees. Then in this row, this extra one here. This bush that was very dear to her.
And it probably only cost her $1.
My beloved.
Weird ass place.
Oh, a Cupid fountain. It's not a. Oh my gosh, it's a gingerbread of the house. Complete with lights. So pretty. Ooh. Oh yeah, it honestly smells so yummy.
Hi.
Hi. Our feet hurt.
We walked a lot this last 2 days.
4 tours in one day.
And the tour last night. It was interesting to see like the rooms that we saw last night in the dark. But like in the day.
Yeah.
Cause like I was like walking through and I'm like, oh, we were in this area last night. But we were going a different way. Like we came like this way, but then last night we went that way.
When we did the first tour, the first thing that happened was he opened a door to nowhere.
Sir, would you like to open the first surprise door? And I was like, okay. It's a wall.
The stairway to the ceiling.
They had like a mirror set up so you could like see it stop. And that was cool because, you know, last night we saw that one stairway that went all the way to the floor and a wall and like to nothing. So like that was cool to see like a different one. But we didn't see that one today at all. Because, you know, they said that they opened rooms that hadn't been opened for like the unhinged thing. So it was like cool to see 3 different like sections of the house. Like the house in 3 different ways. Like that was cool.
Oh my gosh. They covered up the bathtub.
Oh my god. With the dead body in it.
But with a cloth.
And then there was one part where one of the rooms that had like a lady that was hanging, the curtains were just closed. And like the person who was in front of us like looked in. And then I was like, oh, what's in there? And I was like, oh, the lady hanging. And then there was a girl behind us who had like, she was like frightened already by the tub in the middle. And we were like, she's like, oh, is that glass in there? And we were like, yeah, because there's like a body in there from the unhinged thing. And she was like, oh my god, no.
A body?
Yeah, and then so when the room with the hanging person, she was standing right behind me. and like it closed before she got a chance to look in there, and I was like, oh yeah, go look in there real quick. And she looked in there, she's like, ah! She's like, you're so mean, why would you do that? Like smacked my arm. It was pretty funny. And it was like, her boyfriend was like,
Oh no. Oh my gosh, and there's like a fireplace, but the stack stops 2 feet before it
The
gets
ceiling.
outside, so you can't use it.
because we'd just kill everyone in that room.
Oh, there was this weird, it looks like it should be a fireplace and then it has a mirror above it, but then you look through and there's no fireplace and you just see into the next room.
Mm-hmm. I think that was from damage from the earthquake. Because that was the room that she was in when the earthquake hit. That's what she said. The room that she was trapped in. Because the chimney crumbled. You saw a cute little sewing room. There was a creepy doll in it though, LOL. So many like windows where you would look out and you would see like a whole bunch of area of house. But then like when you're inside, you're like, where even is that?
Yeah.
But then you would like loop around and look through another window and see exactly where you had been standing. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like,
There were so many moments of that, like, oh wow, that other side looks so weird. And then you're on the other side and you're like,
wait, what?
did we do that?
How did we get here?
Yeah. At one point, our tour guide was giving someone else, another worker, directions. And he was like, you could try going up those stairs and you're gonna see a face. Try going through that door.
The door next to the face. I was like, oh, a face? Some guy was like a face, like carved into the wall. And he's like, oh, no. It's a brass plate. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I like that they had a call service, or Sarah had a call service. So if she pushed a button at the maid's quarters, it would ring the bell and then a number would pop up to show them where she was calling from.
That's cool.
But it only had like 9 spots.
Well, I'm sure if you were in this room, you would like walk 4 rooms over, press the button. It's not like it was life alert.
Elizabeth, my tea.
And they said that they rang the bell, because there was a bell. They rang it 4 times for lunch, for dinner, and then at midnight and 2 to like let the spirits free or something like that. Like I wish we could just like go in and walk around. You know what I mean? Enjoy the set. But like, you know, like, okay, we're having an open tour on this one day. We're only selling 25 tickets. And then we got one of those. That would be cool. With not well lit, so you hurt yourself probably. We'd have to sign a liability. It'd be like, here's a lantern. And I'm like, okay. Uh-huh. That would be cool. Oh no! Because there was an area where it was a door, and if you went through the door, you fell 2 stories down into a sink. And I was like, oops. And then someone was like, has anybody fallen through like that? And the tour guide was like, I think the workers knew better than that. And I was like, and then there was another one where it was like a door, but you couldn't see where it went to, like when we were like upstairs somewhere. And someone was like, is that another door that leads to like somewhere random? And she's like, honestly, we don't know where that goes to.
Oh yeah, because it was like on the other side of like a thing.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to know.
The only blueprint is of one of the elevators.
Mm-hmm.
That's like in the basement.
I'm kind of into the basement. Like it was cool. It was the spookiest place, I think. I think just because the basement, you know.
Very fun. Do recommend.
Do recommend, definitely recommend. If you like spooky things and you like history and you like Victorian architecture, very cool. Because like when we were on the first tour, I was like, okay, but what's up that way? And then like when we went on the Explore More tour, we like went that way, and I was like, yeah, we are going to see what was in the area I wondered about.
It's a big house.
Yeah. And then because on that first one, when we went through like that Scooby-Doo hallway, it was like door. And then on the extra tour, we went in the one. And then one of the walls was like, one of the doors was boarded closed. Or like covered with another wall. It was interesting because a lot of things were like half done. I think that was really interesting to me to see like the halfway, you know, work of hers. Or how they just, you know, sealed off the entire front section of the home after the earthquake. They were like, okay, bye, you know.
Moving on.
And they only used the front door like 3 times during Sarah's life, they said.
Yeah, twice by the builders.
And once by her.
And then after that, it was like the earthquake.
There was lead paint. That was cool.
There was lead paint.
There was some.
That is all.
There was like, and then the guide was talking about how, you know, they had the arsenic dresses, and then the girl who was standing in front of me was like, "Ow!" Like as if she was wearing the dress. She was like, "Ow, my arm! Owie, my arm! Owie, my arm! Ow!" And I'm like, "Honey, no. If you had an arsenic dress, it would cause open, huge sores on your body over time, girl." But also, ooh, owie, my arm. I tripped like 4 times. There was one part where it was like flat for a long way, and then there was like maybe like a 1/4 inch step, like
Yeah, the level changes are so inconsistent if you're not paying attention. It's like,
because I was just like staring at the walls and stuff, and I was like, whoa. But nothing like the Airbnb. You open the door, you step up to go over
down.
like a little higher thing, and then like it's down more, so you're like,
But like your mind, if you're not looking, you're like, okay,
Whoa.
I'm stepping up onto a platform, but there's no platform on the other side. It go down.
It go down.
It go down.
And it's lower than the ground level. So it's not like you're just stepping over a hurdle. You're like stepping over a hurdle and down a little bit.
It was like street, door frame, house floor.
It's so interesting to see like the really modern building directly across the street.
Oh yeah, when you're looking out the windows, it's like, oh yeah, normal lifestyle there. I really liked how she had spiderweb designs in like her windows and the not lattice work. Oh my gosh, what were they called? The like paneling. Yeah, there we go. And then like the number 13, like she would have stones in the windows, or
13 stones on this window. 13 stairs on like one of the staircases.
I think it was a couple that were 13 steps, and then the 13 palm trees going down the drive.
A lot of little like Easter egg things, you know. They're renovating a room. If they ever change the entire tour, I'm down to go on it. I would even go on the same tour again. She got a jacket.
I did. An unhinged jacket. I was looking at it last night and I wanted it, but I didn't get it. No, I have it.
She got it. And I got this magnet. Same story as hers, where I was looking at it and then I was like, you don't need that. And then I'm like, but it's cute.
But I want it.
But mommy, I want it. Winchester House rating, 10 out of 10. You know what? They take really good care for the ambiance on the inside. They have like little speakers on the inside. Like in the gardens area, they had like little birds chirping.
Yeah, in places where you wouldn't think of them being. Like in one of the rooms you'd walk through and there's a typewriter and you just hear the typing.
And then that sewing room, there was like tick, 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 like the sewing machine.
It really helps you feel in the moment and immerse yourself inside.
But then like also the floorboards creak as heck. There was that one room where we all were standing and listening, like to whatever the guy was saying in the first tour.
Yeah.
And then we all left to go to the next room, and the floorboards creaked for like the entire time when we were on the other side of the room, like the walk across, like they were still creaking from where we had been standing.
Yeah.
But no one was over there still. So I was like, oh my god, they're settling. And then there was one part where I was standing and it felt like it was vibrating, but like I don't know if I was just crazy or whatever. And then I was like, Jocelyn, do you feel like that vibration? She was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, I mean, and that thing. But I was like,
like the floor is about to come out from under me.
it was just like a not even like it was like I could just feel like a little teeny, you know, when your hand's like shaking a little bit, but like it was on my foot. And I was like just like standing, you know. So I was like, is this a ghost? Am I crazy? Is my foot just numb? Pins and needles moment from standing? Who knows? But then as soon as I moved, it stopped. So I was like, oh. And then I tried to go back to the place where I was standing, because I literally just took like one side step.
Yeah.
And then I took another side step back and it wasn't.
So it was just your spot.
Yeah. So I was like, a ghost. Well, anyway, I'm hungry.
My phone died.
We could go to Yas restaurant. So
Peruvian, Iranian kebab. Live wait time 108 to 138 minutes.
I saw that. Hi, so listen, subscribers, it's my birthday soon. So if you want to send me a birthday gift, you totally should. A waffle iron. Yeah, so if you want to buy me a gift, leave a comment and I will direct message you my address. Thank you. My birthday is in, what's today's date? The 15th. My birthday is in 11 days. I'll be 24. Thank you.
And he's out.
Hello again. As you may recall, it's my birthday in 11 days. There's this room with glitter wallpaper.
It had mica in the wallpaper to make it shiny.
And people would like rip off the wallpaper and take it home, so they had to take it off the main tour. And there were areas where it was like there had been a door and then she just started building a wall directly in front of it on one side.
This is no longer.
You can't go this way anymore. Now there is wall.
Ooh,
So
we went
much-
down to the basement. That was really creepy.
Yeah.
Just like looking down long hallways.
There was this area in the basement. It was like Steam Alley, they said. It was just like long and like I felt like it was like foggy because like you couldn't see, you know, but it like wasn't foggy. It was like, you know, like probably just residual air moisture or whatever. But like
The mist.
it was like spooky.
Like there was a wheelbarrow down there, and apparently people have felt a wheelbarrow ghost. Just an old worker shoveling things around still. Ooh, and there was a really cool room. They think that it's a second seance room because of Houdini. He talked about a room with no corners so that the ghosts don't hurt themselves. But we went in there and it's like a cone shape, and if you stand in the middle and talk, you just hear yourself echoing back at you. It's really cool. That was probably my favorite little room.
I liked there was like the area with the baby stairs, but it was like walk, 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 walk,
It was
walk,
like
walk,
7
walk,
times.
walk, walk, walk. Like that was cool. I would have liked to have done that last night with like no lights on,
Oh my
because it was like long.
It was so long. We figured out why the steps are so baby. It's because she had arthritis really bad as she got older, so she couldn't lift her legs as much. And then eventually she had to be in a wheelchair and use the elevators. That would also be weird because they would have like 6 stops but only go to 4 floors.
Because of height discrepancies. And on the parts, because they said that they like replaced the old stairs with the baby stairs, there was an area where you could see like the old stair on the wall from where it was like unpainted and unfinished. That was cool. I thought that was cool. She made exterior walls interior walls.
Because they were outside walls, and then when she added on, she didn't knock them down and make them regular house walls. She just kept them as is, or put inside walls over them.
So you could see like some of the old exterior siding. So that was cool.
It was really funny. It's like, that kind of looks like it should be a roof.
But... Oh, well, it was. And there are like a lot of areas where it's like built around like a small square of land in the middle. Like, so there's like a whole, like a little courtyard that you see into, but you can't get access to. So that was cool. There was a bridge.
But I know someone whose house is kind of like that. Like, it's like the bathroom, and then there's a window. And for a long time, I didn't know what this window like faced, because I know on the other side of the wall is like the laundry room. One day it was open, and I looked, and it's just this little like square, maybe like this big, of like outside. It doesn't go anywhere or show anything.
Just a hole in the house.
Just, yeah.
That's weird.
I mean, the bathroom has a window,
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
It's good. We decided on food. Just got mine. I got the aioli on the side because it's spicy. Bulgogi roll, yeah. Well, we did it. We're back in SoCal. It's currently raining. But yeah, thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.